LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga has gone gold. The game is 100% complete, it's done, it's finished, and it's ready to ship. This means there'll be no more delays, nothing is getting in the way of this game releasing worldwide on the 5th of April, which some of you may also know is my birthday, the greatest gift of all! Now, over the past week, several new details about the Skywalker Saga and the future of LEGO and LEGO Star Wars games beyond this one were revealed. This could potentially be one of the last LEGO games made by TT Games, which is a pretty big deal. Today I'm going to be talking about character customization, online co-op, collectibles, space battles, split-screen missions, and more that'll get you even more excited about this thing, whether you're 14 or 40. Has there ever been a more anticipated game across all ages? Hey everyone, it's Andrew! So first up, I want to talk about the elephant in the room. No, not this one. I'm talking about online multiplayer co-op. Will LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga feature online co-op? This is easily one of the most requested features. I've been wanting this in all LEGO games really, and so few of them have it. And at the moment, it seems that this will also not have it. Thanks to the Family Video Game Database, a website which helps parents and guardians better understand video games for their kids, it seems the Skywalker Saga won't feature any online features. This website lists the game as being cooperative in the same room and having a cooperative story and a shared split screen in the same room. There's no mention of online or multiplayer or anything. But there is still a small chance the game could have some kind of multiplayer element, because cooperative story can mean the game could also have online features, but it's still unlikely. And I mean, surely they would have announced this kind of thing by now, right? And I really hate this. It's 2022, especially after what's happened over the past few years. It seems odd that multiplayer isn't a feature. Can you imagine how amazing it'd be playing online co-op, exploring the open world with a friend, playing through the story? Perhaps because the Skywalker Saga was such a large game to build, biggest LEGO game ever, they couldn't dedicate the extra time and resources to creating online, but it's still a huge shame. So how will co-op split screen work in new LEGO Star Wars? If you go back and remember, the original LEGO Star Wars and the complete saga didn't actually have split screen. Instead, they have fixed camera, where the camera's just like locked and you're not in control of the camera at all. The Skywalker Saga has an entirely new camera system that's closer to your character than ever before in LEGO games. Now it's much more like your traditional third-person action-adventure game. So if you're playing couch co-op, will it work more like LEGO Clone Wars and other LEGO games with what they call dynamic split screen, where the screen kind of splits in half and moves around depending on where you're standing, which I always found to be confusing? Well, no, the Skywalker Saga split screen is straight down the middle, like what you could do in LEGO Force Awakens at times, just a line down the middle. And you might be able to customize this a bit, I'm not sure, maybe do it like the other way instead, but that wouldn't really make sense. Space battles and random encounters in the new LEGO Star Wars seem to be taking this game to the next level. This is going to be something like we've never seen before, and the brief snippets of gameplay we've seen from the trailers seem to indicate that you're going to be spending a lot of time exploring space. There's a lot to do up here and inside capital ships as you're exploring space, and it seems as you're engaged in a random event. So you'll be flying towards a planet, then suddenly a Star Destroyer drops out of light speed and you're like, oh crap, a Star Destroyer. And then it's your choice to either engage in the Star Destroyer and try and take it down, or to get the heck out of there. And if you choose to take it down, you can seemingly actually land inside the ship and take it down from the inside, similar to old school Battlefront 2. There's another thing here you might have missed. You see these consoles here? They're just sitting there in the middle of the hangar. These look like what we saw in LEGO Clone Wars, and are used to select different ships. So does that mean you can store ships on one of these capital ships once you take it over and use it as kind of like a hangar, like a garage for your ships? Because you can see here, Poe's X-Wing is landing in a First Order Star Destroyer. So unless this cutscene was just taken from a mission or something else is going on, it looks like you'll be able to access the ship database and choose what ship you want to fly out of here right from the console. And this is something we didn't think was going to be a feature of this game. The Skywalker Saga has kind of like a quick selection menu where you can change characters, access the extras, the galaxy map, choose where you want to go, and also choose what ship you want to fly. So the fact these are here in the middle of the room, kind of like a garage hangar, is strange. Hopefully we'll find out more about those soon. I think almost everyone who's going to play this game is most excited about one simple feature, and that is how mumble mode is going to work. So today I'm going to give you an example of how that's going to go. what a game this is going to be. So unfortunately, mumble mode only replaces the sounds. None of the cutscenes or anything like that are reanimated. The mouths don't move differently based on the mumbles. It's literally just the sound that's different. So in the latest Skywalker Saga trailer, we're going to look at how some of the Force abilities in this game are going to work. And it seems like all Force-sensitive characters can basically pick up anything they want with the Force that's not fixed down to the ground or isn't just like a major environment element, like a wall. But some walls you'll likely be able to pick up. You see, as Rey is walking here, everything she walks past gets this blue glow surrounding it. And this means she can interact with it using the Force. Same goes for Obi-Wan here and Anakin. Just behind you can see these crates that are currently selected, and you'll notice this in more of the gameplay clips, but basically the environment around you is more interactable and you can do more with pretty much everything you see. It really looks like Force-sensitive characters have a significant advantage over others, and it really looks like you're in control of the world around you. Throwing a lot of stuff. The developers of the Skywalker Saga have given us some information on the replayability of this game and how collectibles are going to work. You can, of course, replay levels once you finish them, and mini-kits are a part of the Skywalker Saga, just as they have been with so many LEGO games. It seems like, similarly to old LEGO games, replaying levels will give you specific rewards, like there'll be sections of a level you can't access on your first playthrough using the characters that are bound to that level, so instead you'll return with, say, a bounty hunter or a Sith or someone who can use a different ability to access different parts of the level. That's a thing. Now, I just have one question. Something I've wondered ever since I was a kid, ever since I first saw this. What is this? What actually is a mini kit? It's supposed to be like a crate or something, like a canister that you open that contains the pieces of something inside, but seriously, this is the weirdest looking thing. It's got the green stud, the red stud, the green and red lod. Like, what is it? Someone tell me, please. I get it, but who made this? Who designed this? Who thought this would be a great idea for a collectible? Let's make them collect these weird white canisters. Now, just as you may remember in previous LEGO games, boss battles are quite different to fighting just your regular enemies. You usually have a set task or are required to fight the boss in a certain way in order to defeat them, and they obviously have different abilities to other characters. And that's going to be the same in the Skywalker Saga. Only thing is, the developers have actually designed a specific system for fighting bosses, especially when it comes to lightsaber duels. There are functions like saber lock, which will happen during gameplay, the ability to use a force throw, and it seems like as you fight through a boss, there'll be certain set pieces where a brief cutscene will play mid-fight, and then you'll continue to engage in the battle. But all of this is new, the entire game, everything built from the ground up as a new experience. Now, we need to talk about LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga's character customization, because it seems to be a lot more detailed than we first thought. Or at least there's something else to it. For example, here, Princess Leia is wearing Stormtrooper armor. She's not only putting on a Stormtrooper's helmet, which is something you can do in previous LEGO games, she's literally wearing the armor. So can you actually change the skin of characters? Can you change what they're wearing? Is there a customization menu, which perhaps gives you certain perks, allows you to go in certain areas without being noticed? And does this apply to nearly every character? We also know that certain characters, such as battle droids, clone troopers, have different variants which you can choose within the menu. So for example, there'll just be one battle droid listed here, and it looks like you can choose from a number of different skins, whether it's the regular skin, perhaps the Geonosian skin, it's a little more orange, and other variants. Now, some of the big news to come out of this week regarding LEGO and the future of LEGO games. Up until recently, TT Games had an exclusive license with LEGO to make LEGO games. They were the only ones who were able to do it with the license they had, but that is all about to change. LEGO is now partnering with 2K for a new line of sports games, and they're currently developing a football soccer LEGO game, which will be followed by an open world LEGO racing game. The soccer game is being developed by Sumo Digital, who are the makers of Little Big Planet, and the racing game is being developed by Visual Concepts. Now, this is a really big deal because it indicates that LEGO are looking to make games beyond what TT Games have done with the license. Although we all know and love the LEGO games that we've been given over the past 15 years, TT Games have done an incredible job. The style of game they make is in some ways quite limited. I mean, let's be real. Almost every LEGO game they've made since the original LEGO Star Wars in 2005 has been based on that same game, based on that model. They've basically built out from there, expanded, made things bigger and better, and LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, I think, is one of the final extensions of that. Now, there's no word on whether TT won't work with LEGO in the future. It still is is likely that they will be making Lego games into the future. They already have another one I think they're currently working on following the Skywalker saga. And I think it's always great news we're going to be getting more Lego games, whether or not they're Star Wars related. But at the moment, this just means more people and more developers are going to be making them. Beyond the Skywalker saga, I'm still excited about the future of Lego Star Wars games, where TT games are going, and I really hope they continue to make more Lego games because their track record with them has been amazing. The amount of franchises they've worked with: Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Batman, so many others, and the Skywalker saga is the ultimate evolution of all of that work. So, what do you think is going to happen with the future of Lego games? And what feature in Lego Star Wars Skywalker saga are you most looking forward to? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you're new around here, I have a clips channel with daily clips memes. You can come check that out here. And for more Lego Star Wars, you can watch one of these videos and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and join my Discord for the latest Lego Star Wars news, updates, and everything you want. And thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.
Stay bombastic.